Lock, and welcome to another episode of the Ringside Rant. It is Wrestlemania Weekend, one of the biggest weekends for wrestling fans, and I'm going to run down some of the news that's been going on this weekend about the event that will take place Sunday. First off, they have posted a current match already for WrestleMania 27 as it stands, and as it stands right now, they're going to open up with Sheamus versus Daniel Bryan. Who didn't see that coming? Then they're going to go to the Lawler versus Cole match, Mysterio versus Rhodes. Then they're going to go to the 8-man tag, and briefly on the 8-man tag, some of you might have heard the whole angle of Vladimir got injured at Access, so he's out of the match. They were desperate to find a spot for Kofi Kingston, so he's probably going to take that. Then we're going into the Jersey Shore 6-person tag. And then we're going into the main events. We got Orton versus Punk, Edge versus Del Rio, Taker versus Triple H, and briefly on that, Triple H it was put on Facebook by Metallica that he's going to be using one of their songs as a special WrestleMania theme, so not sure what it's going to be, but that should be exciting. And then, of course, the main event is going to be Miz versus Cena. Who didn't see that coming either? An interesting rumor that popped up that I just read before starting this is that the rumor is Ric Flair's in Atlanta and he's going to be at the Hall of Fame ceremony to see Shawn Michaels get inducted. So, not quite sure how Dixie Carter feels about that if it's true, but your guess is as good as mine. Another piece of news that I just spotted, according to an interview with the Daily Star, WWE actually contacted Sting about coming to them and having a match at WrestleMania with The Undertaker, and he declined them, which is kind of surprising. I mean, Sting usually is about the fans, and he admitted in the interview that it would have been a dream match, but his whole thing is he doesn't trust Vince and that he would have done to him what he did to all the other WCW people, which I can't really blame Sting, but on the other hand, it's one of the last dream matches, and it's a shame that we're not going to get to see it. Triple H and Taker is going to be good, but Sting and Taker would have been better. An interesting piece of news is that JR will be at WrestleMania, and he will call a few of the matches. Most likely he's going to be calling the Lawler Cole match, and probably at least one or two of the world title matches, so that's exciting to see the real commentator back. Last week, I promised that I would get into the whole Rock-Cena angle and give my opinions on it, so here we go. When Rock came back, I was really excited, because, I mean, I grew up on The Rock, and I know there's a lot of new fans now who've never seen The Rock work, and it was nice to have him back and reintroduced to a new generation, and it's just to see one of those classic angles and those classic storylines and hear him do one of his interviews again live. It gave me chills to see him back. And then the whole Rock-Cena back and forth War of Words thing came up, and honestly, I wasn't a big fan of it until Rock did his angle with John Cena as a child. It was funny to me. I mean, I'm marked out a little bit. I mean, it was stupid. I'll admit that, but it was funny. I mean, shoot me. Then we come to last Monday and the confrontation. They just can't let Cena Mania rest for one night, can they? They gotta make him smash over everybody. I mean, it was nice to see Rock whip the shit out of Miz. That was good. But did they have to make Cena hit him with the attitude adjustment? I mean, had I been doing it, I would have had him go for it and then Rock counter out of it or something. But it just laying out your big hero returning, it seems like a stupid move. I'm hoping the reason why they did that is that they're going to let Rock get over on him at WrestleMania for the photo moment, him rock bottoming him or something. I'm just hoping that they're not just smashing Cena over another person that they don't need to. I mean, Cena gained a little bit of my respect with him finally admitting that he's for kids. He gained a little bit of my respect, but I've never been a fan of Cena, to be quite brutally honest. Like, yes, it was kind of entertaining when he was doing the whole Thugonomics BS, but he's just another Hogan without the red and yellow. As those of you who watched my first episode last week heard, I did go to a house show last Saturday and picked up a few new products, Taker's new shirt and the hat. It was, for a house show, it was pretty decent. I mean, they had Battle Royal to determine who was going to face Wade Barrett. Of course, Kingston won. They had a tag title match with Big Show and Kane against Core, Nexus, whatever. They're the same thing. They had the Intercontinental match with Barrett and Kingston, of course. Barrett won. And then they had Del Rio and Cody Rhodes against Edge and Rey Mysterio. All in all, it wasn't a bad house show. Little side note, Tuesday I picked up the new WWE All Stars game. I've been playing it for the last few days. I've got to say, it's despite some of the reviews like IGN giving it a 7 and all that crap, it's a good game. I mean, in my opinion, it's kind of a spiritual successor to No Mercy. In the whole, you're not having to worry about your submission stick thing like with SmackDown vs. Raw. It's more the buttons and stuff, which I missed. And it's the cartoony style is fun. It's fun to see Hogan jump 20 feet in the air to go for the leg drop, or Macho Man to spin into the elbow drop. It's fun. I mean, and to get to play the dream matches at least on a video game is fun to me. Thank you guys again for watching. Still trying to figure out where this show is gonna go. So if you have any ideas or something you'd like to see, I've got a couple ideas I'm throwing around. So bear with me these first few episodes while I figure out the course of the show. If you like it, please comment below. If you don't like it, please comment below and give me ideas. Like, I want to do this. I'm giving my opinion to you guys. So, other than that, I'll see you in the next episode of the Ringside Rant.